happening, y'all? It's your boy Wisco Madman coming at you with another reaction video. We're jumping into some Upchurch vlogs here. Miss Nala is no longer going to be in these videos. If you're interested in finding out more, there's a video on my page. Explains the whole scenario. Just another Nala update for y'all. This Upchurch video is called The Thing Above the Kentucky National Park, with the little alien UFO thing. Curious, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump up in it.
Alright, look. I don't expect anybody to believe this story. People make up shit on YouTube all the time. I have talked about what I'm about to talk about before.
Okay, this is I think, if I recall correctly, this is the one with Mile High. I think it was him and Mile High were over at Kentucky National Park and they seen some UFO shit.
I didn't go into that much depth, probably because I was still like, what the fuck? Like 8 months ago, me and my buddy Kansas was driving through Kentucky.
Duh, I'm an idiot. Sorry, it was Kansas Rebel, man. My bad, boys. My bad. My memory didn't serve me right.
At like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. We was on a stretch of like 70-something miles of nothing but like interstate and national forest, all right? I don't remember what exact national forest it was because I was, freaked the fuck out kind of in a cool way. But I'll tell you this, if you're at that old-ass big castle in Kentucky and you GPS Nashville and you drive that way, whatever national forest that is, that's the one. So we're riding down the interstate and we were talking about UFOs. We was talking about aliens. We were, talking about what we think they are, if they're even real or not, if it's government drones or some shit like that. So finally we get into a point in the conversation where I was like, you know what? I was like, I bet they're cool though. Joking about how like, they probably laugh at us and they probably can hear everything we're doing and we're probably like,
yo, it's getting high as fuck.
About 3 miles later, Kansas in the passenger seat looks and he's like, bro. So I leaned forward and I was like, what the fuck is that? Dude, when you see something like that, you know. You know. Let me tell you how you know. Well, hold on. First off, we both was frozen solid because the physics don't register to the regular physics that you already know growing up. And the best way that I can explain it to you or even start to give you an example is if, let's say you're looking straight into a field, right? And someone is like 30 feet in front of you and they throw a baseball over your head. You recognize that pattern because you're like, okay, that's a baseball and he just threw it and it's going to land behind me. Or if someone's behind you and throws a football and it comes into your peripheral vision, you instantly know, okay, that's the shape of a football. It's doing what a football does. That's what it is. Or if you're standing in that same field and you see an airplane going straight up into the sky, ascending or descending, you're like, okay, yeah, that's an airplane. Regular physics, regular movement. This thing does not have regular movement. It don't. It can move in 2 directions at one time. I know that sounds weird, but as the best.
Is that... Yeah, it does sound weird. I wonder if he's talking like kind of how... like the Navy pilot videos and shit, when they started coming out and saying that there was actually UFO shit. I wonder if he's talking like that, maybe?
Best way I can explain it. Because as we were traveling down the interstate, we're doing like 75 miles an hour. It was like stuck in the same spot away from the car as we're driving. This wasn't like way high up in the air, okay? This was 100 feet off the ground. We're both still leaned forwards driving down the interstate. There's no one on the interstate. It's fucking 3, like I said, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. We were so freaked out, we just kept repeating, what the fuck is that, to each other. So as we're driving down the interstate at 75 miles an hour, about 60 feet away from the bumper and like 100 foot in the air, but it's hovering there. It's like stuck there as we're driving, but it's also moving to the right, like really slow. As we're sitting there looking at it, I was like, bro, get a picture with your phone. Because my phone was like slid between the seats of the Hellcat. Plus I was driving. His phone was in a backpack between his legs, I think in a side pocket, and he was like trying to unzip it. By the time he got his phone out and got the camera up, it was gone. But I ain't gonna lie, based off what we were talking about for that 30 minutes before all that, I feel like whatever that thing was, whether it was made by somebody or somebody was playing a prank or it was an actual UFO, whatever the case may be, it let us see it for a hot minute. The lights on it were like lights I've never seen before. Never. I mean, it was somewhere between fucking the Flintstones and the future. This sounds crazy. But hey, what you mean do? This thing appeared to have a back and a front. It wasn't like a circular thing. It was, fuck, dude. I don't know what you would call it. I mean, it had a middle and it had what looked like a big glass. Okay, look. Imagine a shit ton of tree sap with a light underneath it. Like a big glowing, clear, amber rock.
Creepy.
I mean, yeah. And the other side had the same thing, similar, but it was like dark blue and like really pearl white. Then the top had a really small, what seemed to be the same color as I just last described. A very tiny piece though. And what I guess looked like windows, but here's the thing, man. Like, the lights didn't shine like lights that we know. It shined like a illuminated mist. When you look at the moon, you know how it glows real bright, but it's soft. It doesn't hurt your eyes. That's what it looked like. That's the kind of light it was putting off. Not regular light. And look, I know. How'd you see the windows? Dude, it was low to the ground. It was like 20, 30 feet above the treetops.
Dope.
But the middle of it that connected the lights, it was, I don't know what color it was. It had to be a dark color because that's the only part that I couldn't see what color it was. I only knew something was there because of the connecting white lights in between the amber red and the ice blue. There was other witnesses in the car, okay? I'm not making this up. I kind of don't want to say this next thing that happened because I know it sounds crazy. All right, man. The inside of the car started, I guess, the lights kept, they were getting brighter than the stock lights, but they were getting dim.
You were having EMF interference. That's what it sounds like. EMF interference causes electrical pulsating. Makes sense.
Dim, and they don't have light dimmers, but I don't mean just the dome light. The dome light, the dash cluster,
like having a subwoofer,
the radio, the
EMF,
lights in the fucking little handle things on the side.
That
We're
is
all doing the same thing.
EMF.
The car didn't die, it didn't lose power. The radio didn't do nothing. It kept playing the song. It didn't skip a damn beat. But that did happen to the lights. And it scared the shit out of me. When that happened, I just felt like, holy shit, we ain't shit. You know what I mean? We're nothing. What was it? I don't know. I've never seen nothing like it. I probably never will again. Not like that. I have seen one before. Y'all probably already know about that one too. That was also like 2 a.m, but that was in Cheatham County. And I got a picture of it. I actually got out of the car and took a picture of it. Then it fucking disappeared.
Yeah,
here's the picture.
That one. Yeah, I remember that one. It's because you're a motherfucking alien, boy.
Hey, look, you think that photo's fake? All right.
Nah.
Take it to any professional you want of your choice. They're going to tell you it's not fake either. I know some of y'all probably already heard me talk about this before, but I just wanted to bring it up.
Dude, I will say this too, because I've tried to take pictures of the stars and shit to get like a clear photo, and my phone's even supposed to be good at taking that kind of shit. It irritates me how pixelated night photos are. It really does.
Again, because it was on my mind, and I kind of want to know if there's anybody else out there that's seen this kind of shit. Because what me in Kansas seen that night, seeing it in real life is different than seeing it on the internet. I'll tell you that much.
Yo, church, I feel you on that shit. I do. And do I believe you? Yes. Because you have no reason to lie to us about it. You have no reason to, you know what I mean? And to be honest, I kind of doubt these are high view videos for you anyway in comparison to your other stuff. Like, I'm sure your music is some of the biggest view counts that you're getting and shit like that. And I know you don't really do. Well, maybe you do now because I don't know what to change. But I know at one point you weren't really doing YouTube to make money, which I found odd, but I kind of understand, I guess. But you also make money through music, so you have no fucking reason to do YouTube for money. So there's that. But yeah, dude, I don't have the same luxuries. I gotta make money. But hey, man, yeah, it's trippy. I've had some paranormal type shit happen to me, but I can't say that I can say I can't say I've had any UFO experience. I've had some experiences where I was like, "What is that?" But never so much so that it really went to the like UFO like alien type shit, like hardcore. Most of the "what is that" scenarios, I wait a second and then I'm like, "Oh, that's what it is." What's really trippy, and I chalk this one I still don't know for sure because I never really did see for sure what it was. But I had one. I was heading out to Bennett, Colorado for a job, which happens to be past the airport, however many miles. But it could have been planes coming into the airport, but they were all flying pretty low already for being that far out from the airport. But literally the whole fucking skyline as the sun's rising up, because I'm going to work in the morning, you know, at the sunrise where it's barely even light out yet. But there was like light. It was like a fucking army of goddamn UFOs. But I truly, because I don't know, I just chalk it up to, well, I do know quite a few flights come in around that time. So, I mean, could be flights. The alternative's terrifying. If it was like a shit ton of UFOs at that time in the morning. Yeah, it's kind of trippy, bro. And when you live in Colorado, I mean, a lot of our nation's defense system is here. A lot. So the attack thing is kind of creepy. But anyway, man, so I get where you're coming from with the UFO shit. I do. It's fun to entertain the ideas, and I don't chalk it up to bullshit. I do find the shit interesting. So you got one person that believes you. This has been your boy Wisco Madman. Y'all like this video? Go ahead and hit the like button down below, and thank you guys for commenting, sharing, subscribing, giving me your suggestions. Check me out on Twitter, Instagram, Clapper, Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, TikTok, the whole 9 yards. Thank y'all for watching as usual. Catch you on the next one. Peace.